So you had surgery, but you tried to play for Team USA. What the hell would you do that for?
It's a problem. It's a problem in selling this whole thing.
That's a problem, right? That's number one. Number two, Lawrence Frank okayed it, supported, respectfully. What the hell were you thinking about? That ain't in the best interest of the Clippers. Thank God he didn't play. Thank God they did send him home, okay? Number three, then he gets sent home, and then you have people in his camp, according to my sources, because contrary to what people want to believe, I have many of them. And what happens? They blame the Clippers. They thought the Clippers were behind the scenes having something to do with Kawhi Leonard getting sent home, which is probably why Lawrence Frank went out there and was so vociferous in supporting Kawhi Leonard, because he wanted to make sure everybody knew he had nothing to do with it, and the Clippers had nothing to do with that.
Stephen A. Smith, state your sources, man. I need Stephen A. Smith to state his sources. Stephen A. Smith got one thing right in his whole entire career. Somebody told him about LeBron James going to Miami. He goes on a radio station that he was on. What was the ESPN? He had the little radio set up at ESPN. And he told everybody, I'm hearing LeBron going to Miami. Okay, bro. Yeah, cool. Great story, Stephen A. Smith. But since then, you've been missing a whole lot, bro. Man, the stuff you saying ain't checking out, huh? We gotta do better, Stephen A. Smith. A lot of stuff you saying ain't checking out, man. We saw what happened with Jaylen Brown. You said all this stuff about Jaylen Brown, what Jaylen Brown do? Come right back. Bust everybody but win the championship. First of all, he won Eastern Conference Player of the Year and Finals MVP. USA got down on him. We already know that's politics. There's politics behind that. But I'm just saying, Stephen A. Smith, like, this is why a lot of players don't like you. This is why a lot of players don't like you. And here's the thing about Stephen A. Smith. He's very hypocritical, because Stephen A. Smith, he'll dog Kawhi Leonard for getting hurt. But just yesterday, he was getting on Shaq and Charles Barkley for criticizing Joel Embiid for the exact same thing, not being available to play in the regular season and the playoffs. Those two been getting criticized for their lack of availability. The difference is Stephen A. Smith, he only talks bad about Kawhi Leonard. And I'm gonna get to that in a minute. The NBA has opened up an investigation to the 76ers, how they're handling Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid played the entire Olympics, the whole time in Paris. Kawhi Leonard got sent home. Now, some saying Kawhi Leonard started dealing with the information during USA. Is part of the reason why he got sent home. Some saying it happened after. But we do know one thing. Kawhi Leonard had operation on his knee. What's Joel Embiid's excuse for not playing? We'll get to that.
Right? Well, guess what? The Clippers would have been completely justified. I was right here on this set talking about there's no way in hell. I don't give a damn. You got to kidnap him, tie him up, and keep him away from from Paris. The hell no, you ain't playing for somebody else. You need to earn your money playing for us. But Steve Ballmer and the Clippers, if they are negligent or if they are at fault for anything, nothing is more than them letting Kawhi Leonard get away with everything. This brother gets every perk under the sun. Don't get me started with the private jets and everything like that. You know, I ain't mad at it if you're playing, but when
they already came out and said that was cap. Stop the lies once again. Kawhi Leonard never asked for no private jet. That's a fact, bro. He wasn't asking for no private jets and stuff, bro. They said that was cap. So I don't know who to believe anymore, man. Look, these are supposed to be the guys we turn on the TV and get information from. what happened to ESPN, bro? ESPN is really in a dark space. Everything is all about clicks and views. It's nothing. There's no real journalism going on. This what are you folks sad and pathetic, boy?
You miss half the games, when you miss 15 of the last 19 playoff games, when you're never healthy when it counts, but yet you sit up there and you get every perk under the sun. It's problematic, and that's just the end of it. How about the beginning of it? How about how it all started? This man blackmailed the Clippers. You don't sign, you don't go out there and trade the form. You don't do what it takes to get Paul George. I'm going to the Lakers. So what do the Clippers have to do? They throw it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is in Oklahoma City instead of a Clippers uniform because this man said—
Stephen, it could get worse. That pick this year is unprotected.
That's right.
Cooper Flag is in this draft.
How about that? Cooper Flag, potential.
Now, that part right there, man, I can't get past that one. Now, Kawhi Leonard, you definitely got to take some blame for that, bro. There's no reason why you didn't. Look, man, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was on the come up. All you had to do is be patient for a couple years. If that's true with Doc Rivers told you, bro, you should have listened to Doc Rivers on that, bro. Doc Rivers was 100% right. Yeah, Kawhi Leonard was capping. I mean, we got to be honest. He was capping right there. And we said that then. And in real time, we were saying, like, I think he should have just came by himself. But, you know, I was cool with Paul George coming, but it was like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander showed some promise. And look at him now. He should have won MVP last year. The Clippers would have been a much better situation right now. They would have had all their draft picks, and they would have had Shai. So Kawhi Leonard, you definitely got to take the blame for that, bro. No question about it. It's nobody else's fault but Kawhi Leonard.
Already Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, my MVP for last year. That's who I voted for. Okay, this is who they had, who could have played with Kawhi. Kawhi didn't just come to the Clippers. He sat up there and forced them to trade the farm for him. Okay, and then look what you do. You sit up there and you make sure you get your bag. Well, how come you didn't make sure they gave Paul George his bag so he didn't have to leave? And compelled them to keep to bring Paul George to Los Angeles to begin with. There are so many.
Kawhi Leonard took a pay cut to make sure Paul George got his money. Y'all know Kawhi Leonard could have got way more money than what he got. He did that so Paul George can get to, so the Clippers are able to re-sign Paul George, give James Harden his money, and put a complimentary pieces around them. Kawhi Leonard did his part. The Clippers had many opportunities to give Paul George an extension. They didn't want to invest money into him. Kawhi Leonard could have went out. Kawhi Leonard could have told him, "Hey, make sure Paul George get his money. I want him here." He did. Matter of fact, he did tell him that. They didn't believe that he was. They didn't. Paul George wanted. He claimed he wanted what? A little something over the top than Kawhi. Maybe that's what he said. Whatever. But it's obvious though. The Clippers did not want to invest long-term money in Paul George because he's an aging superstar who's also dealing with injuries. So it was reportedly that they offered him, well, how much money? I'm gonna say it was reported that the Clippers offered Paul George 3 years, 150 M's. Now, Paul George said the first offer was 2 years, 60 million. Now, this is before the season. And then they eventually gave him 150 M. So Paul George asked for no trade clause. Clippers ain't want to go through with it. By the way, Kawhi Leonard doesn't have no trade clause. He doesn't have no trade clause either. So get your facts right, Stephen A.
Many things that Kawhi Leonard has done. And when we look at a guy like LeBron, let's take a moment to applaud. For this segment, I'm going to call him King James. Don't faint. I'm going to call him King James.
Oh, my God.
Shows up, always ready, prioritizes his health, conducts himself like a professional, always doing interviews like that. Why do I bring that up? Last night, Molly, Wendy knows this, ESPN is in the house, Intuit Arena. We're right there. We come there because why? You want to support somebody like Steve Ballmer, okay, who did everything he could to make it his own way and build this arena, right? So you got this arena built, okay? Even though you're injured, you're still available for interviews, still available to help to promote the team. What does Kawhi Leonard do? He passes on doing the interviews. He doesn't even do interviews. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't play. Doesn't talk. Doesn't even talk with his own commercials. Doesn't talk to the media.
Bingo. I've been telling y'all that for years. There you go. There it go. Stephen A. Smith mad Kawhi Leonard don't want to sit down and do an interview with him. This hate Stephen A. Smith has for Kawhi been going on for years. It ain't just start with the Clippers. If you pay attention, do your own research. This man been doing hit pieces on Kawhi Leonard. Going back to the Toronto days. He been talking this crazy talk. It ain't just the Clippers. He'll tell y'all, oh, my problem with Kawhi is he don't want to promote the game. He ain't a vet. No, he been having a problem with Kawhi Leonard for years, bro. It been years. When Stephen A. have a hidden vendetta on it, he gonna let it be known. He's very biased. And I'm gonna expose that in a minute.
Do anything. He does absolutely, positively nothing to support or endorse the NBA brand, the Clippers, etc. So I'm going to say it for the last time. He is a superstar when he is healthy. On the basketball court, easily, as far as I'm concerned, top 5 player on the planet. That's why superstar is appropriate when it comes to talking about his skill set. I can make a legitimate argument that Kawhi Leonard is the worst superstar in the history of any sport. You can't have somebody like that and it's beneficial, who's going to miss work half the time and does absolutely nothing to promote your product or your brand. He is a poster child for what not to be as a star in any sport.
And I saw a little part at the end. He said, if I saw Kawhi Leonard and his people at the game, I would have said it to his face. Come on, bro. Can you stop the tough act, man? Please stop the tough act. Because let's not talk about Twin pulling up on you and you going to plea bargain with him. So just knock out all that tough stuff, man. We already know what time it is with you with that. Just be a televised. Just be a sports analyst, man. It's cool. You look, put your suit on, put your shades on, you know, do your thing. Stop the tough act. Anyways, Stephen A. Smith, man, this dude right here, he has a hidden agenda. I mean, it's not even hidden. Forget all the hidden stuff. This is public. He has his gripe with Kawhi Leonard, and we already know this about. This is about because Kawhi Leonard doesn't want to do what he wants him to do. He wants to do an interview with Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard don't want to talk to him. This stuff been going on for years. What's up with Stephen A. Smith when it comes to the brothers? I noticed something. When it comes to the brothers, these black athletes, he'll go out his way to mention the things that they're not doing. But we all saw what happened 2020 in the pandemic. This man doing hit piece after hit piece over Kyrie Irving for publicly coming out and letting everybody know that he was against taking a jab. What Stephen A. Smith do? Get on TV, scone the man for not taking a jab. Aaron Rodgers literally walking around with a fake Vax card. He gets caught. He got exposed for having a fake Vax card. What Stephen A. Smith do? What he do? Go on TV, give him a pass. Just like he gave Joel Embiid a pass yesterday. Now, again, Charles Barkley, who's a guy that's very consistent because he gets on Kawhi Leonard for not being available. He gets on other guys for not being available. He gets on the Lakers when he feel like they're not good. Like Stephen A. I mean, look, Charles Barkley gonna keep it. He gonna beat him regardless. It don't matter who it is. So I gotta respect that. When you consistent, I can respect that. I know. Okay, even if I do agree or disagree with you, I can respect the fact that you're consistent. This Stephen A. Smith yesterday, though. Listen to this man.
Because of his.
Listen to this dude.
I'm disappointed in Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley. I can't believe what came out of their mouth. Joel Embiid has missed 329 games in his career. Let me go down the list. He missed 39 games. He only played in 39 games last year. Last season alone, 34 games missed because of his knee. 4 games missed because of his ankle. 2 games missed because of illness. In his career, are y'all ready for this? Are you ready for this, Big Perk? Doggy? In Joel Embiid's career, Shaq, Barkley, my brothers, you know I love y'all. But this is what Joel Embiid has missed in his career. Foot, knee, health protocols, back, hand, face, ankle, shoulder, calf, hip, elbow, ribs. I mean, damn. Is there a part of the body that I missed? This dude has been hurt over every imaginable injury you can find on the human body. He's had everything has happened to him but a heart attack. Literally. Look at this. I have the numbers right in front of me. Why can you not understand him going like this? Yo, I'm trying to be ready for April, May, and June. You know, I might not need to play the back-to-back or whatever. We don't like it. But we have not seen somebody miss games like this over an inordinate amount of bodily injuries. It's gotten.
Yes, we have. His name Kawhi Leonard. Yeah.
To the point where you might be afraid for Joel Embiid to get on a flight. He might get hurt by flying. I mean, it might happen. You just don't know. I understand. If it was anybody else, I get where they're coming from. But for Joel Embiid, who's a monster, who shows up and will bust your ass, I don't understand how they can have a problem considering all the injuries he's sustained.
So number one, he had all these injuries, but he played at Team USA, but he ain't ready for the season open. Kawhi Leonard's a 2-time champion. Joel Embiid can't even get to the conference finals. And he falls in the playoffs every single year. See what I'm talking about? My work here is done. I'll leave it up to y'all, man. This man, Stephen A. Smith, man, he's sad and pathetic, bro. Shout out all the way. Get in the comment section, light it up, man. It's your boy Showtime, man. I'm out of here.